Today is the day we're finally going to collage our hot air balloons. You want to take your picture and carefully cut around your body. The only thing that should be left is you. You don't want the chair, you don't want the background, you do want your hair and your head and your ears. So go a little easy around those areas. Try not to get too close to your hair. When you're doing your hands, you want to cut out the chair in between if possible so that your hands can go over the hot air balloon basket. Okay, now you are going to learn an important life skill that every person should know, and that is how to cut something without scissors. You're going to take your paper and fold it in half, and then fold it in half again. You're going to press your fingers on the fold again and again, back and forth, back and forth. After you've done that several times, line it up with the side of the table, hold one hand at the top, and at the bottom, start pulling. Now notice how I'm pulling my hands down with the paper. That will help to keep it straight, as straight as possible. And then once you have those two, we are ready to start tearing. We're going to start with one side and keep your hands near the spot where you're tearing. And you can get creative. You can go up and down like a mountain, or you can go more straightforward. Both will be beautiful. See how they're going to layer? Now, once I've gotten those, I'm going to grab the other one and start tearing it. I'm going to try a little more mountains on this one, a little more curves up and down. If you have an accident and you accidentally rip through an entire side, I'm going to show you. Don't panic. I'm going to show you what to do. So you're just going to go ahead and take the part that has extra and go ahead and peel that off. And you're going to attach it to where it ripped off from. Just lay it there. We don't have to worry about getting it glued or taped or anything. We're going to glue it straight onto the paper. So then you're going to take your little trees one, and we are going to rip down it. Now on this one, for fun, I'm going to go a little bit more jagged, like trees. You guys can do it however you like. The trick with this green paper is it's a little thinner, so it rips a little more easily, and it's more likely that you might accidentally rip them in half. So just be careful on that one. I want you to practice laying yours on and see what looks good. If you're going to start with your purple and blues, see, which I think is nice to start with the purple and blues since they're farther away. So try both of them and see which looks better in front of your sun. Make sure that you're not leaving any white spaces, so make sure it's gone up. It covers quite a bit of my sun, and that's okay. I'm going to choose this one to start. I'm going to go ahead and turn it upside down and start gluing. In the glue, wipe it on the lip, not the lips on your face, and go ahead and brush the glue all the way down your paper. You want to work quickly before it dries out. When you're done gluing, flip it over and line it up. Make sure to not leave any white showing. So keep pushing it up until no white is showing, and then go ahead and smooth it down. Yours should line up with both the ends. Now I'm working with my ripped one, so I'm lining it up to one end, and now I'm going to glue the ripped edge real quick and just glue it on like it never got ripped off, and it will be perfect. When you're done gluing each section, take a minute to smooth it down with your hands and make sure that the tops of the mountains are sticking down pretty well. If you need to pop a brush back there and add a little more glue at the tip, go ahead. And then you're going to repeat with all of these. Now how I did mine was I did my 2 blues and purples, and then I did my 2 greens and teals, and then I did the 2 trees at the bottom. If you want to mix it up, go ahead. This is your artwork, so you can choose how you want to do it. If there's a bit of white at the end, don't worry about it. I will trim that off with my big fancy paper cutters. I have my basket, and I have 2 great examples of student balloons. The one on the left is super creative and fun, and the one on the right looks really realistic with the way it was drawn. So take yours. You don't want to stack it all like that. Remember, the balloon hangs high and your body should be in the basket, and your balloon should be over your head. So once you play around with it and like how it is, and remember, it will hang over. If your basket is going to overlap the bottom, let me go ahead and trim it before you glue everything down. And then I'm not going to glue it since these aren't mine, but After you glue yours, go ahead and take a Sharpie and connect a line going from your hot air balloon to your basket. And those will be the strings that hold your balloon to the basket. We've worked so hard on these for so long, and I'm really proud of you guys. Nice work.